Welcome everyone to another episode of Do You Believe? Thank you for joining me again. Have you ever wondered what happens to us when we die? Where do we go? What will we see? With modern technology today, more and more people are being brought back from the dead. Some with tales of glorious lights and beautiful tunnels, and some with tales of darkness and emptiness. There are people who recall whole conversations and even their own death declarations. Join me tonight for these true chilling experiences. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy. I had a dream. I was flying over all of us. There were so many pretty people, so many pretty faces. I talked to birds, I fell in love again, and none of this ever ended. Everything just kept going and going and going. And even when you laughed, when you cried, and even when you were sad, you were really happy because you were here. And I got to meet every star, every planet, everything that made me. And we all kissed and became the same. We became the same. We became the same. I was dead for a very short period of time, like 30 seconds to a minute. There's a big misconception about it. It's not like sleeping at all. I'll try to explain. There's always a sort of white noise in the back of my mind. It quiets down when I sleep, but it's still there. I never noticed it before I died, but I do now. I don't want to romanticize that, but when I was out, it was like this perfect nothingness. And nothingness is so hard to imagine normally, but once you experience it and they bring you back, part of you wishes you could have stayed. There's no positive feelings there, obviously, but it takes away everything bad too. All your stress, nightmares, the troubles, all gone. Just nothing exists. It's beautiful in a way. I'm not suicidal at all and hope to live the rest of a long and happy life, but I'm very much looking forward to a lack of consciousness when I do eventually pass again, and I can honestly say I don't fear death anymore. What I remember is a vast nothingness. It's hard to describe as we're always surrounded by something wherever we go. Suddenly, in this vast nothing was a blinding pinprick of light that got larger. Either I was moving toward it or it was moving toward me. As it got closer, what appeared to be a single light resolved into first one, then several, then millions upon millions of stars of all shapes, sizes, and colors, along with tons of nebulae. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. As I approached the center, it seemed like I was joining a universal consciousness, a being made up of thoughts, emotions, and experiences of everyone and everything that had ever lived. I'm sure it was all a hallucination brought on by the trauma I had suffered a few days earlier, by my heart stopping and not breathing. But there's a part of me that hopes that what I saw is what really happens when we die. I felt held in an indescribable blue light, a pure energy, and it was akin to coming home after a long absence. No fear, every sense heightened, enveloped in unconditional love and exquisite joy. No sensation of a physical body. It's like my essence was distilled to its original perfect concept, higher knowledge, and deeper understanding. Years later, I sought to return to that light after waking to a rapist that had drugged my food. That time, no light, no peace, no welcoming. Instead, I was plunged into a smoldering void, sensory deprivation accompanied by excruciating loneliness and fear. This time, my body came through the veil. My entire being cried out for light. What answered was a voice I felt, not heard. It told me choosing to end my life separated me from the light, that I was being returned to finish my life as it was meant to be, and to remember two words: fear not. It was the first step toward a more spiritual perspective. It's simply acknowledging all living things possess energy. Resonance is the path I'm walking. All I saw was blackness, followed by many lights. Lights became stars, and stars turned into something I cannot describe. I almost died from drowning last year, and the experience changed me. I had been dead for an unknown amount of minutes, but they managed to revive me. I do not know how long I was dead. They say it took 2 minutes to revive me on the beach, but the experience of after death felt like a very long day. Basically, all I saw was blackness, followed by many lights. Lights became stars, and stars turned into something I cannot describe. I did not feel anything, nothing, but looking back, I felt like it was a very long day, a very strange experience. 2 months ago, I OD'd on anesthesia in the oral surgeon's office, coded in the ER, and was dead for under a minute, but fuck it, it counts. Between me going out and in and waking up in the ICU, there is nothing. No black void, lost loved ones, messages from the other side, nothing. Processing it since then, and I don't know if this nothingness is comforting or terrifying. I just remember being on the pavement and things going black and quiet. When I opened my eyes, I saw my brother squatting on the pavement next to me. This was odd because my brother died from an overdose several years ago. The only other thing I remember is him glancing at his watch and saying something like, "They'll be here soon," and then walking away. So there you have it, guys. 7 near-death experiences. You've heard them, now you ask yourself, do you believe? Please send any stories you would like to share to doyoubelieve.stories@gmail.com. And thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. And thank you for listening. Until we meet again, take care out there.